Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Laura with Stitchin with Laura. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody is having a great Saturday. Well, today is Mystery Saturday. So let's see what we are going to work on. Give it a good shake and a tumble, and I put the 5 that I just got, except for the violet one, in here. So let's give it a shake and see what we got. Nightfall. It is a pre-stamped. So we haven't started that, so we will get it out and start it. And I will be back in just a moment. Alright, I am back. And this is Nightfall. As you know, I got it from Maydear at Amazon. I almost said AliExpress. And these are the colors. Whoops. We just got everything's attached. Hang on. I'm trying to get it all flattened out. There are 30 colors in this. Sorry. Working. So it's got some green, but a lot of browns and golds, and I'd call that like yellow, orange-ish. There's a little bit of red, because you have a cardinal down there somewhere. And these are the extra threads that go with it. Came with 2 needles, and it is a 14 count. Let me get this out of the way so we don't mess with it. I got my coffee over there. It is 68 by 45. And since it's 14 count, I am going to be using 2 strands. So let's bring it in to where I'm working. And I just separated the thread, and we're ready to go. It's been a morning. So my son showed up. And, well, he ran the snake, got the kitchen sink put back together. And it's still running slow. We did find out that it's running slow from the bathroom sink, you know, to wherever it drains out. So we ran the sink down it twice, and it wouldn't go all the way. We even went to the hardware store and to see if they had a 50-foot snake, and of course they didn't. So, yeah. So we bought a bottle of Drano. I'm not real thrilled, but so every 15 minutes or half an hour or so, I run some of that down there and some hot water, and we're still at it. But he's gone. I mean, this is all we're going to do with it, because he's not going to take it completely apart. We can't get a 50-foot snake, so we'll just see what Drano does. So I figured there wasn't much else to do, so I just needed to make a video. Yeah. So I don't know that we've solved anything short of getting the kitchen sink back together. We didn't have to cut everything apart and all that nappy stuff. So, and this is fairly thin-ish. You know, I mean, it's pretty pliable and lightweight. So it's got good canvas. I mean, it's got enough weight to it that you can hang on to it. And I usually don't put it in a hoop or a Q-snap or anything. It just drives me crazy in a Q-snap. It's just easier to hang on to it. But I just picked a color here that started in the corner and went for broke. So I'll run this thread out. It'll last a while, because the thread was about 2 feet long, so I had to cut it in half and then start dividing it. So it should go for a pretty good section of this red color here. Last night I worked on spring lace a little bit. just because, you know, I needed something to occupy my brain that was something I really had to think about other than worrying about the stupid sink. I'm telling you, I'm telling you, I'm telling you. I couldn't believe that Drano was so damn expensive. $10 for a bottle of Drano. Unbelievable. But considering where I bought it, that's probably why it costs $10. So we'll see if that works. But we'll just give it a hot moment. Kind of windy today, a little bit cold. We had to take off part of the siding on the side of the trailer because he had to see how it all worked and where this went and that went, and you know, it was a guy thing. I'm like, okay, whatever. Does that mean something to you? Because it don't mean shit to me. Really? I mean, seriously? Not a clue. Somebody should have taught me plumbing skills and then endowed me with a 50-foot, what do you call it? Snake. Oh, Lord. So we'll see from there what happens. We'll just see. Watched a little bit of Call the Midwives, you know, because I can put that on and I know who all them people are. I don't have to think about it, and I just stitched away. Not like I made a whole lot of progress on that lace thing, but it's going slow but sure. So I have no clue what I'm working on today. Yesterday, it was a mess. I went to work like I said that I was going to do, and I ended up coming home by about 10:30. I went to work from 10 to about 10:30. I couldn't hardly stand up. My hip was killing me because of all this cold and snowy weather. It's just handy as heck. So, yeah, not happy. Not happy. So I ended up sitting on the couch yesterday for most of the day. I did take a nap, and that screwed me up for going to sleep, so it's like 6 of one, half a dozen of another. So, and it was just a cold and blowy day yesterday, and I got some of my red chili, you know, just like you'd make regular chili, out of the freezer. I had some of it because I'd made some before. So, yay. And, fun times. It's a little difficult to see these squares. They're so little. So, I would suggest if you're going to get this, get it in an 11 count. If you really want to see it. And I can't talk. The squares are so close together that it's kind of hard to differentiate. And this, I would say it was confetti hell. Because, I mean, if you can see it, I mean, in the... Let me see if I can get it brightened up just a little bit. But you can tell how confettied it is. It just... something else. So what else did I work on? I worked on something yesterday. Oh, I did go to my Linen and Threads 2021 and ripped out all the part that I have to rip out so I can begin again on that. Like, oh my gosh. So after I got done ripping it out, you know me, put it away because nope, that ain't gonna work. But I ripped out, you know, just the section that I needed to rip out. I was just too neurotic yesterday to deal with that. So, yeah, we are having fun now. I'm telling you. So, we'll see We'll see. But other than that, don't have any plans. Tomorrow's the Super Bowl. I'm supposed to go to my daughter's, but I don't know that I won't just stay at home and watch the stupid thing. Just not in the mood to put up with too much of anything. And you got to fight the kids and 2 dogs and 2 cats. And it's kind of hard even for my daughter to watch the football game. So, and I don't know, her husband might have someplace to go. You know, tomorrow, maybe, maybe not. So, we'll see how I feel. We'll just see. There's one more right there. Can we get one more? Yes. Then we can get rid of this silly little thread. Nice thread. I mean, I got no complaints about Maydeer at all. I mean, I would definitely order from them again if I feel compelled to buy some more. And that, what do you call it? Everyday E-Crafts. I want to say Everyday E-Deals. It's E-Crafts. Oh, now my coffee's cold. Of course it is. And my husband, my son had me turn off the heater so he could hear if the water was going down here or there. So I should turn back the heat back on. Get it a little bit warmer in here. It's not bad right now. It's just that it's windy. It's kind of flopping this door over here. I put a blanket up next against the door because heaven knows the door jamb is not decent. I mean, the whole place is just, you know, put together with bubble gum and baling wire and chewing gum. You know, whatever you got. That's the way it is. But hey, I love this house. I love it. It's mine. I own it. I can't make not too many complaints, you know. I mean, it's been pretty good living right here and don't have to put up with neighbors or, I mean, I do have neighbors. I just never see them. I see the ones next door on this side the most because they're coming and going from work at different hours, but they don't bother me. And they've got a little, well, I call him a baby, but he's probably about a year, almost a year and a half now. So, yeah. But they don't bother nobody. And their dog doesn't bark. Molly barks at their dog because he's out. I don't know if it's a he or a she. But, yeah. So, other than that, no plans for today whatsoever. I really would like to start on that linen and threads and get that done, but I may pull out my little ornament and see if I can get it stitched up because there's not too much of it. There's like the other side of the little rectangle, we'll call it, and then I got to put a couple of lines in between there, and that part should be done, you know, and then I can figure out how I'm going to finish it and have that part done. And gosh, I might get real scary and work on that stupid trailer and try to finish it. It's probably got less than 500 stitches to put in it. Well, maybe a little more than that, maybe 1,000. I mean, I'm just guessing because there's trees on both sides, just a little tree here and there, and that little sign thing. But the trailer is the main pain in the butt. So, not too bad. I just don't feel compelled to work on it. Does that make sense? I just have no desire. So, I don't think I'll be starting anything today, but, you know, stuff could happen. I just want to get a couple of things nailed down that need to be done and finished we're going to be 3 ornaments behind. And who knows, I may just get out another piece of material and work on one of those different ornaments, you know, and make 2, you know, for this month, like I said, so I can catch up. So, and no, I didn't get back to the dollar store. You know, I didn't want to hold him up for his day. As it was noon by the time he left, almost. So, here we are. Boy, that wind is just a whooping. I don't think you can hear that, but it wasn't supposed to get too terribly warm. And we weren't supposed to get any snow, so who knows? Whoops. I came up, that's a different color. But I'm glad the thread is good on this. I'm trying to keep it where y'all can see it. See, there's an orange there and the red right next to each other. And this might be one that I'm going to have to use it comes with a nice 6-page pattern thing that you can look at. I have to refer to it every once in a while and figure out what's what. But some days I'm in the mood to deal with that, and others, not so much. But they're pretty easy to read, and they're nice and big print. I don't know if I can. I'll just show you one little corner. But see, it has nice symbols and everything. And then at the top of the pattern, it gives you where am I? See, it's all gridded, you know, across it. So that helps. You know, you figure out where you're at and what color goes where. But, you know, I found out if you're doing one of these that is pretty confettied, nobody's going to know. You know what I mean? You don't have to get too carried away. Now, if it was supposed to be like an eye or something, I can understand that. But if it's confettied, who knows if you're going to sew one extra stitch. You know, unless you're real persnickety about that kind of stuff. Me, no. Let's just stitch this. I don't want too many issues. I'm just trying to get over there. Didn't have too far to go. So see, it's part of the trees up there. The lines in the trees. So yeah, I can hardly wait to start on that sky. It looks so pretty. Party, party, party. So other than that, we're just kind of hanging out, Molly and I. She had to bark at my son every time he came and went, you know, like she's big and bad, but she didn't get off the couch the whole dang time that he was here, you know, to come and see what he was doing or anything like that. She was a little upset that we went for a ride and she didn't get to go, but it's like 14 degrees out there. So I'm not taking her when it's terribly cold. I just don't think it needs to happen. If I'm going for, like, just to go to the post office, run in, run out, I might take her. But if she's got to sit in the car for 15, 25, 30 minutes for me to do something, I'm not taking her. I'm sorry. She don't need to get that cold. I need to acquire another blanket for the car. I have this, one of those little bitty things you'd get for $5 at a dollar store, but they're real thin. I've used them. I roll them up and used to put them by the doors, and they worked really great. I like that. But they ain't gonna keep you warm for very long. They might keep a baby warm, you know, because they're very thin, and you got what you paid for. But to say you had a blanket, but no. So yeah, I was pretty pissed I had to come home from work because I couldn't stand up yesterday. So, I don't know, it gets this way when the weather gets terribly, terribly cold. Some days just can't handle it. And others, I can just walk that off. And it gets better, as I walk. So, I don't know. You'd think I was 90 years old trying to go to work. But, that could happen. I could just figure out where the hole was. So, yeah, I like the fact that this, you don't have to fight the Ada. It's stiff, but it's thin stiff. I don't know how to explain it. I've had some of these things that it was so stiff, when you hold it in your hand like this, it would cut your hand. You'd practically have to wear gloves just to work with it. So, that's been an issue. But this is pretty good. And lightweight. It might get into a Q-snap. I've seen people put them in a Q-snap now. But I don't have that much strength in my hands. So I can't get it and then get those clips over it. It just doesn't work. And I don't have a big Q-snap either. If I had a nice 11 or 18-inch Q-snap, something fairly big size, then it might work. But not happening. And it's just as easy I like having it in my hand. I like to stitch in hand and hang on to it. But, on the other side of all that, I do like, then you go from this extreme to, 16 count Ada that I got, my country French cafe mocha. And it's real limp. I have to tighten my hand up too much. So I like my lap stand that I have. It's just lovely. Just lovely. It was the best $40 investment I ever made. If I can just get 2 at strands. I'm used to getting 3. I don't know how many times I started to get 3. Holy crap. Said gusts of 40 miles an hour today. Thrilling, huh? It's an adventure. My son came and he had his wife's truck, and her truck had snow and ice all over the front grill, and it's all hanging down and melting. He lives in Leadville, where, they get feet of snow. And his whole back end of this truck, and it's just one of those little, what is it, quarter ton, half ton? Yeah. It was all filled with snow. He just brushes off the windshield and goes. Till they've lived there for a while. But, trying to figure out where to start. So, yeah. I told him his grill looks like one of those cartoon characters that's real angry, and he's got, like, fangs in the front. Because all this ice was just hanging down. And frozen there. Oh, come on. So, other than that, that's about all I know. I think that's that orange. Let's go down here. But see, they put that red right next to that orange, and you can almost barely make out that that's what that is. So that's why I keep kind of turning it towards the light to see what color it is. Watched some floss tubers this morning. Boy, that Nicole, she's got, I think it's called Nicole's Needleworks on YouTube. She's got some beautiful, beautiful projects. Just gorgeous. She does some of the, what do you call them? reproduction samplers. I couldn't think where I was going with that. But just gorgeous stuff. Just gorgeous. All right. I don't know what I'm going to do to eat today. I thought I had a plan, but now I can't remember what that plan was. It's like, okay, am I going to have water, not have water? How's this going to work? And, you know. So I don't know. I don't know what I'll make. Yesterday, I definitely wanted to make soup, so I opted to get the chili out because it was already done. I wouldn't have to mess with too much of it. So we'll see. We will see. All right. Well, we got, I know you can't barely see that, can you? I can't tell. I got the light shining right on it. Let's see if I can get it up a little bit lighter. You can kind of see it. It's starting to blend in with the other colors that you have to put in there. But we did some of it. Alright guys, well I think that's going to be about it today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and please hit the bell. And that way you'll know when my next video comes out. Stay safe, stay healthy, wash your hands. God bless, and we'll see you next time. Keep stitching. Bye-bye.